live on a large estate or multi-acre property, it can become daunting to figure out how to have that property cared for or care for it yourself. So today I'm going to share some of my favorite tips with you to help make that process smooth, reliable, and effective. First, a multi-acre or large property estate requires a different level of project planning. So the first piece of advice I'd give to someone considering having an estate maintained or maintaining themselves is that you have to have a very clear specified scope and plan by week and month of what needs done on your property. With large-scale properties, scopes can kind of become runaway trains. So if you don't have a precise plan from the beginning, things can get incredibly off track in a very short amount of time. Next, you're going to maintain what we call a cyclical feature. It's not possible to maintain every square foot of large multi-acre estates every single week unless someone was there all the time. So at High Prairie Outdoors, we implement a rotational approach where we maintain all key areas every single visit, and then we spend part of that visit rotating between the non-key, less visible areas so that we have a scheduled, precise, and organized way to ensure that property comprehensively is maintained throughout the year without those key areas getting neglected any of our visits, so that our clients are both pleased and we're organized and nothing gets dropped. So that's a key difference with estate garden care, is you have to have that rotational knowledge and way of zoning things in a way that your staff understands. Next, let's talk about some details that really matter. The larger your land and the larger your landscape, the more risk you have of wasting water and spending thousands on wasted water bills. So it's really important that you're coordinating with your landscape maintenance provider to ensure watering is being monitored and optimized based on your property. By doing this in a large acre estate, you're really protecting your investment of ensuring you don't have plant loss or wasteful water bills. So it's very, very important, in particularly for something as large as a multi-acre or an estate property. Another one of my favorite tips and tricks is to consider what you can automate to make your property easier to maintain. At High Prairie Outdoors, we've tested several versions of robotic mowers and come out with one of the best in the world for caring for those types of properties that work reliably every day of the week without sick days and without not showing up or staffing issues. So what that means for our multi-acre estates is they've never missed a mow. Every single time a mow is scheduled, they have that mow even if it's raining. That is an incredible convenience factor, and it saves them both frustration and money over time. So considering ways that you could automate things is a no-brainer, because the larger your property is, the less stress, inconsistency, and issues you'll have by automating what you can automate. Another tip and trick comes to ways to save money. Sometimes with large properties, you'll get into the time of season where we're doing things like leaf removal or disposal after a large pruning. If you have a large estate, you can save significant money by allowing that disposable, biodegradable, live material debris being disposed of upon your property in an area you don't see, such as a wooded area or an area where it won't cause an issue. So those are the types of details you need to discuss with your landscape maintenance provider or your fine gardener. Is we're okay keeping disposal of things that are organic and will decompose on site, or we are not okay with that and we would like to pay you to dispose of off site. So those types of scope details can save you thousands of dollars over time. That comes to other issues. Leaf removal. When you have a huge property, you may only have key areas that you want to do leaf removal on, because you simply don't want to spend the thousands of dollars to maintain every square foot of a property if it's wooded or an area you're not going to be. So look at your scope and get precise about the areas you expect each type of service to be, and you're going to end up with the best result without wasting any of those invaluable dollars.